Let's hear it for the Encounter Band. Also, amazing job last night, guys. You guys are incredible. Folks, if you've been here for the last couple weeks, you know that in our sermon series, we've also been having testimonies from church members about why we love Westminster, why you still here, why you support Westminster. And this morning, we are so thrilled to have the one and the only Rachel Lopez here to share her story with us.
Thank you. Thank you. Happy Consecration Sunday. I'm excited. Why Westminster? Why do I, Rachel Lopez, dedicate my prayers, my presence, my gifts, my service, and my witness to Westminster? Well, it all started back in a Saturday, May 15th, 2004. Is that right, Mike? When I found myself on this beautiful campus. My cousin, Kristen Werner, was marrying a very cool guy with very cool friends named Mike Kelly. Yeah, I know. I wore an aubergine bridesmaid's dress as I stood at the altar next to my cousin, and the red brick and the stained glass, they struck me, and I guess they stuck with me. So it was only a few years later that I marked a milestone of my own, moving here to Houston. I had this single life as a very youthful dorm parent at St. Mary's School for Girls, but I moved here with my architecture student husband and friend of 20 years. Naturally, we accompanied Kristen and family to, and it was just Mike at that point? No, Miles, you were around. To church, a fair amount. But we really thought about who we were as Christians, as a Christian couple, and reflected over the different churches of our lives. And most of them were pretty big, Catholic, Methodist, in Round Rock, Texas, and all the way to Charlotte and Raleigh. So we hit a couple different churches along the way here in Houston, our first few months here. But between those visits, we kept finding ourselves right back here. It was the people, it was the preaching, it was the music, both here in this incredible encounter service, as well as the traditional service. It kept us coming back for more. And it wasn't long, just a few months after that, we joined the church. And I think about 2 weeks later, I was recruited to the finance committee. So it was really great. And that was where the answer to the question, why Westminster, came into focus for me. So let this be a plug to serve on the leadership board. We have finance, board of trustees, SPRC, the staff parish relations committee. It really is incredible. So I got to sit there and help make decisions. And obviously a lot of money goes into the upkeep of this campus and into the salaries of our incredible staff, but I watched Westminster put its money where its mouth was when it came to community outreach. From the Christian Community Service Center to Iglesia de Fonte Vida to supporting families of the incarcerated, we really strove to make an impact in the community. And it made me think about those natural human questions that when you join a church, you think, what can this church do for me? What can it do for my family? And then hopefully you move quickly to, well, what can I do for the church? And how can I participate in a way for the church to be the hands and feet of God? How can I help Westminster to be that force right here in Houston? It was a lived and it was a shared experience from those first weeks and months of us being a part of this church and then joining the church. And from here, I must say, the blessings have just overflowed. I've witnessed the baptisms of my cousins and my nephews and my own son. I've participated in the triumphant return of the Westminster Pumpkin Patch in these hard 2 years. It was such a bright spot. Thank you, Corey Flores. You're amazing. And I think that that's also another answer to why Westminster. And that is our adaptability. It's our willingness to change and evolve to meet the needs of the world. But you know what we never let go of, what completely guides everything we do, is that single most important commandment, that foundational love of Christ. And it's who we are. We love God, and we make friends, and we serve others. And I can personally attest to the peace, to the goodness and the presence of God that comes with that lived mission. So, I invite you to join this faithful body with your prayers, and your presence, your service, your witness, and join us. Join us in the peace, purpose, and community in Jesus. Thank you.